All right, everyone, welcome. This is the Double Your IRA live market update. It is the first day of March, and what a day today, huh? Really interesting trading day today. What happened was we finally got that print over 2,800, and it was interesting. It was an interesting close. We're pretty much floating most of the day way under that 2,800. It looked like it was going to be another failed effort. Then in that last hour, we got a nice little nice push for the markets, and it was epic. Um, let's go ahead and take a look at some charts. Let's start with Twitter. Twitter, very interesting right now. You guys know we're in a long play on Twitter. We've kind of had a little pullback here. We had a little, it got a little beat down by an analyst and a little bit of backtracking by these analysts. We're sticking with the play, though. We know how Twitter can move, and it's not that far off that strike. We're looking to close this gap here, and we think once we break out, we'll get that close. We just need to get above this collusion here. So we'll let that work a little bit. We opened up a new play today. Hey, how are you, Jeff? We opened up a steel play today. We opened up a steel play in AKS. You know, we've been kind of waiting and picking our spot. And we think we found it. We like the way the market closed today. But earlier in the day, during a little softness, we picked up some $5 calls, and we went all the way out to January. So we're starting to stake our bets there as far as steel. So we'll see how that goes. Now, our retail play had a great day today. XRT easily over 46 bucks now. We're sitting at $50 calls. We have plenty of time on those. We're a few months out on those, and these are looking really, really good right now. So those of you that were following along and jumped on that retail play after we had that bad retail report, congratulations. You guys are doing really, really well. This play actually is up about 4% right now, and we just opened it up. And TTNP, that's a nice one. Let's talk about GE. GE still in that recovery. Now, we're still in those options at $11. So we're just right off the cusp here, and we still got a lot of little good time on these. GE's kind of consolidating there. You can see around that between $10 and $11. We expect this to get a little push. It's been kind of battling the analysts again. That big analyst came in and said it's a little overvalued at this, but then again, he told you to sell over here too. So we'll take that with a grain of salt. Our oil play, oil had a nice flat day today, even with spot oil down. I think it was 2-3%. The ETF, we got a nice little base consolidation there. We're really stuck in a tight channel if you check it out. You know, we were kind of watching that today. We pop a little over, a little below. But for the most part, we stuck in about that 40-cent channel. Cloudera, we're loving this play. You guys know we opened up Cloudera a couple weeks ago. And this is our cloud storage play. We opened up back over here, and you can see this bad boy is rocking now. We're in some $30 calls, but again, this one we're all the way out to January. So it's looking real good. The play itself is actually up about 8-9% already, and it's just getting started. So it was a great day in the market. Let's take a quick look at the S&P 500. You know, we finally got that print above 2,800. We were watching it all day too. We had that great start to the day. You guys saw where it popped up. Let me get you a little 5-day chart here so we can get it. You see that big gap. Then during the day, we came back and closed that gap. You can just see all the traders sitting here still trade in December, right? There's that fear in December. Caught a nice little bottom there, got right back over the moving average, and it pushed up towards that day high. Now, we didn't get the day high, but we got the 2,800, and that's important. So let's take a moment to cruise on over to the news so we can see what was going on there. So it looks like Bloomberg's in the race. It looks like everybody and their brother in the race. We'll see how that primary shakes out. That's going to be interesting when we get into that crabs in a bucket position. So the big thing here, though, is the big thing we've been telling you about since December 24th is the VIX. Look at that bad boy. The VIX actually popped a little bit in the morning, but it's just been since December 24th, that nice solid trickle down. Fought back a little bit, but it looks like it's succumbing to to the bullishness again. So that's beautiful. So look, it's all systems go right now. And this is what we've been talking about the last few, about a week and a half. We just needed to consolidate a little bit before we took a shot at that 2,800, a serious shot. And it makes sense, right? The market's up 15, 20% year to date. We're only, 58 days into the year. It needed to rest, and it did. So let's kind of close it on that. Happy Aloha Friday to everybody. It was a great market day. It was a nice, strong week. It was a good week to get some positions going, right? We got a couple of days of softness in there, and those of you that took advantage of it, good job. The big news right now is Tesla. Tesla has just been hammered. We're kind of staying away from it right now. We'll let things sort out before we look at any plays on that. But it's if you're in Tesla, be very careful right now. Lyft will be IPOing, and it's kind of interesting, right? A company that had $911 million in losses. This thing will probably IPO at about $40. But think Amazon, right? Remember Amazon way back? It was bloodletting money. And look at it today. So there might be an Amazon in there. You guys go look at it. Always do your due diligence and research. Okay. And yep, NIO is doing very well. Tilray, yes, did buy another company. I'm not sure how that's affecting it. Really, we've taken all our pot stocks off the list. We're just not getting involved in the sector right now. Let's go ahead and let's get a Tilray chart here. Yeah, you can see it was down about 80. What was it? Down about $1.80 today after that news. And you see, this is the pot sector, and this is a synopsis of the pot sector. We had that big run up going into the end of 2017. Jeff Sessions came out and made that silly statement about not ever legalizing pot. And then it's just been baselined since then. Look at that range. Really not a whole lot of, maybe short-term opportunities, but we're just kind of stepping away from pot right now. And the reason is it's just got no momentum right now. So we'll keep an eye on it though. But, if you like the stock, you absolutely stay in it. You can see the news down here, they're buying companies, they're making moves and all that. Tilray's a great company to watch too, because the CEO is very transparent. Sometimes you see him on CNBC a little too much, but he is very transparent and he's very good about explaining things. He's easy to understand. So let's call it a day. Let's call it a week. It was a great week. Not sure how you're doing out there, but if you're not doing well and you need some support, you want somebody to stand by you, click the link in the description. Also, too, in the description, you will find our disclaimer. Please read the disclaimer. Past performance is not any indicator of future performance. We are not registered investment advisors. Always do your due diligence and consult a professional before making any investment decisions. All right, gang. So Jeff, all of you, you guys have a great, great weekend. Okay. It was a lot of fun this week in the market. A lot of good things happening. It was nice to put the icing on the cake with that close right above 2,800. And the market took that 2,800 back in that last half hour, 45 minutes. Okay. So from Honolulu, thank you for joining us. We'll see you guys back here on Monday after the market. Other than that, have a great weekend.